The first trip this year was with Klaus, my driving buddy, and we were going to the Harz mountains in Germany. We had a blast of a trip there with nice weather and a lot of twisty roads going through small villages with the typical houses from that region. It was really cute and very nice. Soon we arrived in Harz, where we had rented an Airbnb apartment that was situated in a perfect spot just next to a big mountain. After unpacking it, we had time for a quick coffee break before we headed out for dinner in the town. The next morning we were riding out with the sunshine and perfect weather, and were heading out to see some dams that we had googled was in the area. The roads in Harz are really nice, and it's a perfect way to spend your motorcycle vacation. Lots of small twisties and beautiful towns that you're driving through. We even came across an old railroad bridge that was converted to a bike track. Closing in on the dam, we also saw that they had sightseeing on the lakes, but it wasn't really any activities going on yet because we were in the early spring. Arriving at the dam, which is one of the biggest in the Harz region, around 60 meters tall, we were heading out to look at the drop from the dam there. It was really amazing construction and yeah, quite exciting. We didn't have enough of one dam, so we were heading out to see another one of the more famous one in the Harz region, which was in an area where they had a suspension bridge, zip lines and some kind of activity area. So we were heading out to see what that was all about. The view from the top of the national park was absolutely amazing. The naked trees was a puzzle to us, but maybe it's some kind of species of trees we didn't know of. Anyway, we were heading out again and going against the dam. Closing in on the dam, we were looking for some place to park our bikes. We figured that it was possible on the other side with the activity center and all going on there. The suspension bridge and the view from the dam was absolutely amazing. One of the things in the Harz region is that it's very popular by bikers, and that's clearly shown in the parking lots. As you can see, they have a ton of space specifically for bikes. I imagine during the summer where you have lots of bikers there, this would have been completely full. Harz Adrenaline offer one of Europe's longest zip lines, the epic Titan RT Bridge and the jaw-dropping Giga Swing. It's not just adventure, it's pure adrenaline suspended high above the world. A really exciting experience, but unfortunately we didn't have the time for the zip lines. It would take too long time and to be too much of a hassle to get back. So we were heading out again. After the dams, we decided it was time to find some gravel roads. They are quite hard to find in the Harz because it's a national park, so it's not allowed to drive in gravel at all. But we found out that there was one place where it was possible. A gravel road leading up to a hotel in the mountains. It was a really beautiful trip going up to the hotel, and even though some of the hikers and people on bikes looked like we had fallen from the moon, it was allowed to drive there, as long as you were going to the hotel. There was actually a point where I was thinking we were on the wrong track, but then I turned a corner and they had a sign saying, "Herzlich willkommen," and I knew we were there. Built in the 19th century beside the Steiner Renne waterfall, the mountain inn has welcomed travelers for generations. It's been a timeless refuge in the heart of the Harz. The hotel has a nice little restaurant with a terrace where you can sit and enjoy a cold beer or a cup of coffee while you are looking down at the river rushing by in the gorge below. There wasn't too much water in it though. I had actually expected it would be much more, but still it was very nice. After a coffee break, we were heading back down to the gravel road once more and headed into Rinningrode road. It was kind of a hit and miss because we didn't have any plan for where to eat our lunch, so we were going through all the small streets trying to see if we could find a place that was suiting us. It's always difficult like that because you want some place where the bikes are nearby so you can keep an eye on them, and yeah, we got really lucky. A perfect spot with two spaces for our bikes, and you could sit right behind them. After that, we're heading out for the walking street to soak up some of the atmosphere in this very cute town. After lunch, we decided to head out, and we were lucky to catch the steam train that is going through the Harz region, ending up in the Brocken mountain. Yeah, we even had some of the locals greeting us as well. We were heading up to see the castle, and again we were a little bit on thin ice. We wasn't quite sure if this road was allowed for bikes, but we kind of thought it was since there were cars there as well. Too much hassle to go into the castle, so we were just driving by. Hey, what? Three-wheeled bikes? Let's follow them. We came across this Harz tower, reaching 65 meters. We even had a slide on the side of it. Then we were back home. The next morning we were even greeted by a beautiful day again. We couldn't imagine our luck that the sun has been shining since we came until now. so we're really happy about it. We headed out to go into Goslar and experience that city as well. We were told that Goslar was absolutely worth a visit, so we were heading out to look what that was all about. I had set my DJI camera to give a live feed down to my screen on the bike, but as you can see, it was acting up pretty strange. I think there was something about the turning of the screen or something, but the capture was alright. It was really clear that the spring was coming, and we were enjoying all the beautiful green mountains and the areas and hillsides. When we arrived in Goslar, we came to the Emperor Castle and decided to go for a walk and experience it. Again, separated places for our bikes.
På vej nu den hemmelige sti rundt om kirken. Det er meget hemmeligt. Gravel road. Ja, gravel road. Vi ved ikke, om vi kan komme ud den her vej, men vi håber på det. Det bliver måske lidt svært. Det er så walk of shame tilbage, fordi man ikke kunne komme den vej ud. Så ja. Det er man ikke ret hovedet. Nu må man have fødderne.
Goslar is absolutely worth a visit. Lots of old buildings and history. It was many beautiful places with the carvings on the walls like these figures, and small funny buildings with the crooked walls, and yeah, really beautiful. After walking around the city for a while, we decided to go to a viewpoint nearby. It was time to have a coffee break. The view was absolutely spectacular, and the coffee was good as well. Back in Harnikley, we decided to go up to the local mountain on Brocken that was just beside where we were living. I had looked up that it had some interesting things from the top, so we decided to go for an action afternoon. Even though Claus and I are not quite young anymore, we are still playful, and we love to do something funny and action-like. And we were. definitely not disappointed. The view from the top was absolutely beautiful, and we could see directly down to the next thing that's going to happen. You see the tracks there to the left? Yeah, that's where we were heading. I can assure you it was so much fun, and the track was really fast. I had to reuse the brakes several times because I simply didn't dare to just let it go. We even did 2 rides because it was so much fun. Next up, try carts. Starting from the top of the mountain, going all the way down to the valley, they reached a speed of maybe 60 to 70 kilometers an hour, and it was great fun. The first who hits the brake is the chicken. Yeah, well, I did. More than once. Speeding through the forest was a blast. An absolute perfect ending of our trip. We are definitely coming back to the Harz mountains again. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe. See you on the next one.